So let's get into the unboxing straight away. Opening the box, we are greeted by the phone itself, which looks fantastic in its gold color. This gold is not subtle like what you find on the iPhone, it's more like in-your-face gold. The phone has Gorilla Glass to the back and front. Accompanied with the metal frame on the sides, this phone demands a premium feel and look like its name. The phone is also completely waterproof. Moving on, we have the screen protector, which is provided by Sony as a freebie. Well, it's no tempered glass, but it's free, so let's not judge it. Then we have some manuals and warranty information that nobody wants to know about, so let's move that to the side. The earphones provided by Sony have a really nice build and feel to them. In my brief testing, I found out that it delivers really clear and crisp sound. However, let's leave the final judgment for the full review. The wall charger provided by Sony is a quick charger. It has an output rating of 5 volts and 1.8 amperes. Sony claims with just 10 minutes of charge, you can get up to 5.5 hours of usage. But we will see how that claim holds up in our full review. And finally, the USB 2.0 cable is of good quality as well. However, I wish it was a bit longer.
On to my favorite part. Let's pull off this screen protector. Now let's take a look at this mirrored back. Just look at the way it reflects light. The frame around the Z5 Premium is very Xperia-esque, squarish, but slightly rounded now. It's cleaner than ever before, very elegant looking. On the right side of the device, you have the power button / fingerprint scanner, volume rocker, and dedicated camera button. On the bottom of the device, a micro USB charging port and a hole for an optional lanyard. Now remember, this is a waterproof phone and these holes are exposed, but it doesn't matter, the phone remains waterproof. On the left, a flap for the nano SIM card and optional micro SD card. And over here, you can see the Xperia branding. And on top, you have a little hole for a microphone and a headphone jack. Again, these holes are exposed, but the phone still remains waterproof. On the back of the phone, you have a 23 megapixel camera. And on its front, a 5 megapixel selfie camera. And one of our favorite features, front-facing speakers. Okay, let's power on the device. Okay, so this is what the user interface looks like straight out of the box. As you can see, you have the Google integration over here, you have the weather widget over here, and then you have the Sony looking applications for music and album, video, as well as the PlayStation Network. Let's go into apps, the app drawer. And as you can see, there are not a lot of pre-installed applications. You have a Google Suite over here, as well as a couple of apps from Sony, but otherwise they have kept it pretty much free from bloatware. You swipe down to bring out the drop-down notification shade, which looks very much like stock Android. And speaking of Android, let's go ahead into settings to check out the version of this phone, about phone. Scroll all the way down, and it runs Android 5.1.1 Lollipop out of the box. There are no physical buttons on the front of the device. Instead, you have on-screen buttons. The square is for the menu button, the back is a triangle, and the home button is almost like a little home over there. I like how they are reminiscent of the buttons on the Sony PlayStation controller. As I said earlier, Sony has built in a fingerprint reader onto the home button. It says this position is the most natural for unlocking. So now let's set it up. Let's go ahead and check it out. All you have to do is rest your finger on the button and press down, and it should unlock the phone immediately. You can't tap to unlock, but if you just press down a little bit, it should unlock the phone in less than a second. Of course, earlier I was using my left hand. If you're right-handed, then the location of the power button actually makes sense for resting your thumb right there. And then just a quick press will unlock the device.